Y'all want to do the Frostlands? Let's go check out the Frostlands. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Forget to eat.
Oh yeah. No, that's fine. Even then, I don't. The only kind of icicles I like are otter pops. Even if I don't even freeze them, they just thaw them from drink them. Speaking of ice pops,
Chilling to the bone.
I'm
A
Ray
trial
Romano.
for the brave.
Is that Ray Romano?
Those who go alone will meet an icy grave. Snow so cold it burns. From here, no one returns.
Nova Scotia.
Let's go!
I'm going to Nova Scotia, Luigi. All right. Wow, look at the size of this place. We are in the Frostlands. What an intro, what an intro. The bone longsword. It's like a hockey stick. All right, everyone, look out. Blue 52. What do they say in hockey? I don't know. Look out, I'm shooting. I'm shooting the puck. I'm gonna hit the puck, guys. That's what they say. That's what they say. For sure. For sure. Indubitably. So, what's our mission? We gotta find raft shells.
Mine now.
Raft shells. Hey, stop fighting. Break it up. True. Too true.
Sweet.
There's a boss here. I don't think I should go down here. It's the thingy. We can kill him. There's a lot of them, though. Charge!
Easy.
Yeah.
You distracted. Bring it on.
Yeehaw! Wow, that was weird. But he got knocked out. Oof. Maggots. I'm doing it, guys.
Making progress.
Don't get away. You can't hit me. The hide. I need the tail though. Probably, I'm gonna try to hit the tail more, just to be sure we get it. Damn. We'll get him later. He can run, but can't hide forever.
Don't mind if I do.
Kenny.
Mine now. zone.
No.
This is gonna be easy. I'm gonna need some of your parts.
You take care of him. No raft shells yet. I think it's fighting me.
Making progress.
Get him.
I'll put this to good use. Don't worry.
I just need the big tail. He might recover, actually. I gotta take him out quick. That big one.
That takes care of that. Yeah!
Lego. Snow herbs. Smoke nut. What the?
Tomorrow whetstones are the best.
The whetstones. How do some of those whetstones? What?
Sweet.
They don't like us. Are they fighting each other?
This
Oh,
one's gonna
this is
hit
good
hard.
actually. Oh. Yeah, you messed up. Oh. Nice try, buckaroo. Darn.
Here it comes.
Damn. We'll get you. I just dodged that. Don't run. Come back and die.
Yeah!
24 damage. Damn, he got knocked out again. How are you not dead? Yes. Heartbroken. I think that's good. Major damage.
Don't mind if I dip. This one's gonna hit
Oh,
hard.
God. Oh. Fish. He's weak. A flash bomb.
That's my chance.
That works. You missed. die. That guy's suffering right there. That guy is suffering.
Be careful!
Nice. Be careful.
I'm gonna need some of your parts.
You were the tile. Darn.
I'll put this to good use. Don't worry.
I only came here for the raft shells.
Don't mind if I do.
Where are those raft shells? Darn, I don't think we got any tail there. In game.
I'll put this to good
I
use.
think you have to use a
Don't
certain
worry.
weapon or something. Monster already came out. Yeah, I didn't like it. I still kind of not like it, but I like it though. I give it a 7 out of 10 so far. Still. It's cool, I guess. I get it. I like, well, it's gotten up, it's, I'm liking it more because, it's like every area is like, what kind of monsters are going to be on this planet or whatever. Seems interesting. And like, once I knew you can make armor, and the armor looks cool. Okay, now I need to kill more of these things to get their, the items I need to make the armor that I want. And some of the weapons are pretty fun to use as well. And it is satisfying, surprisingly,
What do we have here?
to hit, especially hitting a bunch of mobs. Because you broke I did break the tail. You get a bonus material to claim at the end of the quest. Oh. It might not show up as a reward there. Did you get this, I got Xenoblade as well. And I also have Mario 3D World as well. I want to get Mario Maker as well. What the freak is this? I should have took a picture of it. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. That's a Zam something. Is he dead? I thought you were a boss or something. Zamite. Oh, Zamite, yeah. I never seen it before. It's my first Monster Hunter game I've owned. Oh, another Zam. It's Zamarok from RuneScape. It's a Zam. It's dead.
I'll put this to good use. Don't worry.
They go zoom. Out the easy pickings.
Don't mind if I
There
do.
you go. Giant chest. Testicle chest. Let me tell you about it. Are you picking this game up, Nintendo?
some
Are
of
you
your
skipping the Monster Hunter Rise for now? Waiting for the PC release? What's going on? How do you enjoy so many games? Well, it's what I do.
What's this?
It's what I do. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's an adventure. The hype train. I'm just gonna go into this dark cave. It should be fine. Ah, what the frick is this? Oyster bed.
Let's see.
Seasoned grass. Herb that wilts under the sun's rays. Could it hold healing powers? Frost Island's message 4 was added to your notebook. Oh, we should be reading these, huh? Where's that? Notebook, 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 notebook. Shrine Ruins message 1. I don't pay full price for the new games, but I'm low-key interested, even if it didn't finish Monster Hunter World. If you didn't, well, you can still continue in Monster Hunter World then. That's probably good for a stream game. Because everyone's moving over here for the moment. The Teenage Simulator was the best. Oh, that was something. That was something. Shrine Ruins message. The water in these lands is pure. Clean water enriches the soil. From rich soil sprouts new life. Prayer brings water. Rampage. We were raised in a peaceful village. The pure wind chased out evil and the calm flames illuminated the path. Frost Island message 4. Day 1. We awoke to a pale shore marred by claw marks and signs of battle. Someone said they heard a lullaby. Look at all these kinds of life. Large monsters. That's a cute picture of the badger. Okay. 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 Damn. Okay. What? So is the zip line new?
Sweet.
Was that in Monster Hunter World? The zip lines or whatever? The wires? What the heck is that? Some sort of dragon in the distance. Wiring. The wyvern. Not to this level. That's like claymation from a far distance. There was a grapple. Very limited though. Very limited grapes. It's Ray Romano. Jules' life found lilies. +3. Wait, stories. I don't have any wire bugs. Darn. It's cold out here. Excuse me. It's quite cold. Keep forgetting that. Oh, Nintendo told Ari what's going on right now. Is my character slowing down because of the cold? No way. No way. No chance. I think it's all on the ground floor. Gotcha. I don't know where this stuff is. Oh! Giant fish thing! Got it.
Don't mind if I do.
The oyster rock. So it's probably in the water, yeah. It seems to grow in the water.
What's this?
Oyster bed. Yeah, the shells, they'll be in the water. Obviously, it makes sense now.
I'll put this to
Meow,
good
where's
use.
my horn? Has
Horn.
anyone seen it? Can use a field ability. Swimming, climbing, digging, long... Well, I haven't gotten to that yet. Alright, I don't know if you're talking to Ari. Fish or fishing. Fish are just being fish there. Oh god, they're coming. Oh! We're good. That was supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen. So could I ride that fish right there or no?
Let's see.
Raft shells again. This place is cold and lonely as nothing else. Not much out here.
This?
Couple fish, couple woolly
Making
mammoths.
progress.
That's about it.
What do we have here?
Giant skeleton.
That's a wrap.
Mission completed. Oh. It was just getting good. I keep thinking that says 12. 12 quests complete. Level 6. Companions. That's good. That's real good. That's real good. Somebody wants to talk to you. Listen, I'm busy, okay? I'm a monster hunter, by the way.
Oh, hello. I'll be here if you need me.
Good to see you.
Back to the armor business.
What do you need?
Let me tell you what I want. Yes. Listen, whatever I got it. You know, it's cool, man. I'm aight with that. I'm okay with that. Whatever you want to give me. Whatever the game. I need some warm pelt, though. Did they give me warm pelt?
No need to hurry. There's plenty of time.
Did they give me warm pelt? No. Okay.
Right. Let's get cracking.
We gotta make that. We gotta make that.
Are you foraging or upgrading? What do you need?
Bone saw. I guess I did. I don't know.
Are you foraging or upgrading?
Luckily, yeah. Ari said like it. Ari said you get a tail, but it doesn't say you do until the end. Is ready? Nanny is ready. Or did you get a tail? Yeah. I guess so. Oh.
My hammer's ready.
That's nothing.
No problem.
No problem. Do I still want this? I'm not sure.
get hunting.
Let me hand this in.
Good to see you.
The fine weapon of yours sure looks heavy.
Okay then.
You're finally a hunter of Kamura. That's really something. That's a good look for you. Listen, you know what they say, you are what you eat, so a good hunter should eat a good hunter. Good food. Bone saw. Oh, bone saw's ready. That's true. Every time, I always think that when I see the bone weapons, for sure. Well, all the food here in Kumara is fresh and nutritious. No complaints there, so just eat your fill of it.
Never give up.
Wait, who are you?
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Wait, don't I have the artifact? I think I already gave it to him, I guess.
Come back anytime.
Soar with the great wire bug. Fishmonger. Yo, it's you. Haven't you heard you've been pretty well lately? Not that I expect anything less from a rookie. I took under my wing to help you keep up the good work. Here's some great wire bugs I caught.
Yeah.
Hope you'll find them useful. Actually, yeah, we need that. We do need that. Oh wait, her store is different now, right? Oh no, it's, you're not her.
Have a seat.
No. Should we eat? Yo, Ace.
Hey, ready to thrash?
Yo, my favorite pupil. Look at you, an official hunter of Kumara. You ready to thrash? You know, training hunters isn't the only thing I do around here. I also give out arena quests.
Yeah.
2 types of quests, arena and challenge.
Right.
Special types of quests perfect for honing your hunting skills. They become available as you successfully complete hunts and gain new abilities. So, how many do you think you could start off with? 10? Heh, just kidding, yeah? Swing by every now and then and take a look. Besides, I'm always curious to see how you're doing.
Keep it up.
Ayami. Nanny, high-ranking hunter.
What's up?
It's you, the new hunter, right?
Sure.
I'm Ayami. I'm a high-rank hunter. For what it's worth, I was born here in Kumara too. I moved to another village at an early age and became a hunter there. So that's why you wouldn't necessarily know me. I'm currently out of commission though. I'm got pretty bad out on a hunt, and I've been recovering ever since. Whether I'll be able to hunt again, it's up to fate now. I might have to consider other options.
Stay out of trouble.
That stinks.
Hanging in there?
Our new quests. Performance recorded.
So, what'll it be?
Arena 1. No outbreaks or upsurges. I don't know if I can do that. Yoo-hoo over here. Hey, I have some special Mews for my favorite customer. I got some Mew stock for you since you're doing such a great job. Take a look before you set out on your next quest. What do you got here? This is nothing. I don't need nothing.
Time for a rest.
Motley Mix. Motley Mix transforms food materials such as raw meat and rations. You'll need Kamara points or money to do this. They will earn you Dango tickets redeemable at the tea shop. Cause your Dango skill activation chances to increase. Let's see. Thank you. Gestures. Play with bamboo. Meow. Have fun. Hey, this is my new VTuber. I'm him. Clap. Hey guys, how's it going? It's VTuber here, Monster Hunter VTuber. Was this in Hunter World?
I like that.
Jeez, the Brendan Fraser clap. Oh god. Doze off. He's clapping. The pellicle. The pellicle's head. In world, you could only drink from a beer tankard or sleep in your chair. Oh. Have tea.
Nice and hot.
That's weird. They like that. They like when I drink tea. Look at that. Should we eat a meal? The usual? Oh. Alright, let's see. The kunai damage. I'm gonna try that. It's like the same cutscene every time. Balls on a stick, my favorite. That's cute. Japan is weird.
That'll do. Hey.
Hanamori the guide. Word about the village that you're an honest-to-goodness Kimura hunter now. Congrats. If you ever have questions about the Gathering Hub, I'm your man. Feel free to ask me anytime. Oh! Hey, thanks for always ordering the Motley Mix. It's opened my eyes to many new ingredients. Just be careful so you can't fill up on only meat and You can't fill up on only meat and fish and leave no room for Dango, you know. What is Dango? That's why to thank you for your custom, here's a ticket for a special Dango. Don't forget to eat your bunny Dango. It's like marshmallow. Let me see. Let me look this up. What? Whoa. What's a Dango? Oh. Sugar balls, flour mixed with rice flour. It's a Japanese dumpling. It's a Japanese dumpling. I never... Okay. Then again, weird yet filled with charm. Card captors. Oh, poggers. Thanks so much for getting rid of that dumb Great Azuchi. My supplies were delivered safe and sound. You can imagine how relieved Hinoa is. That crazy girl was more worried than I was. Anyway, the merchant who delivered the supplies said something strange before leaving the village. Oh my god, it's late now. It's late already. Something about feeling a strange presence in the shrine ruins that doesn't seem to be related to the rampage. That freaked me out a little, as if those ruins could get any creepier. Shudder. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, take this. It's a little thank you for helping us. I hope I can count on you again. Dango ticket? so glad you saved my supplies. But I keep thinking about the merchant said something weird presence in the shrine ruins. What does that mean? Ghosts? No way, but you know. There was once a famous god that resided in that shrine. Now that place has been trashed by monsters and the shrine is no more. I don't think the god's still there. Maybe there are ghosts. I heard you started taking the Gathering hub quests. Runs the Gathering, taught me everything. Same, taste different. Could you tell? Our menus are the same, but taste slightly different. She helped me come up with Bunny Dango. Kanako and Shiramaka makes marvelous rice cakes. Kanako is a seasoned professional, while Shiratama has just started her career, by the way. Shiratama has got a bright future ahead of him and has an excellent mentor, though she can be a little strict at times. But there are no hard feelings. They're really close and are really hanging out together or grabbing a bite to eat. Listen, I just want some Django. Give me some of that. That looks tasty. Oh, no. It's jiggly. She's so driven and Shiratama is so driven and motivated. I can't let him take all of the shine. I've actually been working here longer than him, so I can't let him outmew me. Kanako is a meowster at what she does. She says it's all in the waist. I tried to simulate her moves, but I guess I just need more practice. I heard that you started taking on... Yep. All done? Great. Deliveries. Ah, Squirt, completed my quest already, have you? You have my thanks. Smells delicious, but... Now that you helped me, I got another little favor to ask you. You know everyone is doing their own thing to help Kimura out. But sometimes they need a helping hand. A well-armed one, if you know what I mean. How about lending one to your fellow citizens if you happen on the chance? After all, strengthened relationships strengthens Kimura. Obtain 10 potions. I should already have some. Those Dango Yomogi makes... Oh yeah, those Dango Yomogi makes really are something. It's not just Hinoa that loves, but the whole village. I mean, they fill you up and boost morale. Make sure you eat some before you head out on a hunt.
Take care.
Ruff. Hamura the Loyal. Hamura.
Dango or a taste of heaven.
Do one more
Which quest
quest.
would you like?
One more. We'll end on the lowest. We'll kill some big gay. Should be fine. Let's kill this giant rabbit. Hunter Lagobomi. A Lagomo thing. Wait.
Come again.
Before I do though, I need to upgrade my stuff. I need to what am I gonna use? I do like the long sword, sure. We haven't used the dual blades too much. I like this one because it's a single blade. It's not actually a dual blade, but it's like weak. I'd be a fool to use this one. I'd be a dang fool, I tell you.
Are you foraging or upgrading?
Question mark. Oh, it upgrades the look of it too. I didn't know that. Interesting. 90. Fortune upgrade weapons and armor sometimes require items within a material type rather than multiples of one particular.
I'm used to waiting.
What? Okay.
Gotcha. What do you need?
Oh, you unlock other stuff from doing that. I think. Hmm.
My hammer's ready.
Switch axe.
No problem. Right, let's get cracking. Gotcha.
Roll back. Let's try the switch axe, I guess.
The village is in your hands. Good to see you, Hunter. Come to me if you need new gear.
Hmm. You can customize your, I don't know, hunting pedalates. What? Hmm. Ten defense. You can't beat that. We're gonna need defense for this one. For this battle. Defense. Buddy Smithy.
What do you want? Are you foraging or upgrading?
I can make these pants.
No need to hurry. There's plenty of time.
Hmm. I could make this. I have a lot of great Izuchi pelts. Hmm. Tough call. Elf pants. Oh god.
My hammer's ready.
Or regular pants.
Right, let's get cracking.
Let's go with the elf pants.
Gotcha. Right, let's get cracking. Now get
We're
hunting.
strong now. So can I transmog right now? No. Oh. That's fine. I was trying to kill this giant bunny rabbit.
Good day for a hunt.
This might be too big.
Here's the quest list.
50. Oh yeah. This could be
Good luck.
way above what I'm used to here. This could be bad. If we die, we're dead. That's it. One life run here. Let's see what happens.
On a frosty mountain range, far from human haunts, an abominable beast does whatever it wants. Is it hare or is it bear? It is neither, so beware. It will drench the snow with blood and wreak nothing but despair.
The rabbit. What is this, a remake?
Let's do this!
Is this a remake or what? Am I covering up anything important here? Probably. You ran into this dude. Oh, okay. Interesting. Handling. So I never used this weapon before. Pretty cool. We should be fine. Yeah, I love my dog's look. Look at it. Look how cool it looks. It looks like an ice cream cone or something. It looks like an ice cream something. One of those popsicles. No time for that. We must push forward to the rabbit. Nice. A wire bug. That seems important. Chungus. Adorable. Adorable though. Big Chungus the boss. Actually. That's something else. That's like some sort of variant of that other thing we fought. There it is. He's leaving. What is this, Mario 64? I'm racing him.
There's the target.
Hey! Got him. It's like a giant sword, really. Okay. Has some sort of charge move there. Oh, he backed up. He backed up. Look out, Moose. Look out. Oh, that didn't work. Look out. Okay. I'm gonna try X and A. I mean Y and A. My armor, I'm hiding it because I don't like the way it looked. You can hide it. I'm still wearing it, but I'm hiding it. Ooh. I look like a Power Ranger now. I don't know what else I could... There's something else you could do with this thing. What happened? I'm getting rolled. Oh! Nice hit.
Be careful!
Like Captain Marvel. I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no! What are you doing here? Oh, what? I didn't even... How did I do that? Okay.
You're mine to command.
I didn't even try to do that. What is happening?
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's dead? Wake up!
Mine now.
You must chase. You must give chase.
Go! The moral whetstones are the best.
It's-
Faster!
Yeah, that was a great. I don't know how. Yeah, that monster was the goat right there. Helped out, put him to sleep. Oh, I should have done that. We're back. Oh no, that was the thing. Big Chungus among us. Oh. Boom. Now it's an axe. Now it's a sword, okay. Oh crap. Sorry. Damn it. Oh, I got it. Sorry about that, Ari. We have very high restrictions.
Oh, no, you don't.
I think yeah. We say "but" here instead of the other thing.
Yeah.
Poo poo instead of the S word. We say poo poo. Okay. We are very. What is he doing? Is he healing? We stop eating. Put him in. Oh, he's weak. We're not. Are we capturing them? No, we're not. Yes, you're bad indeed. Nah, it's okay. I have to fix that. There's something wrong with it as well. There's something wrong with it. Oh, what was that? This ain't that bad. Do I really need to use a grindstone right now? Or he might kill. Oh, he might chuck me off. Put some poop here. That's it.
Here it comes.
Oh, he got the poo poo on him. Oh, he's leaving again, darn. Where are you, dog? GunZ?
Faster.
Escargot. Escargot. What, am I full? Oh no. I thought I grabbed that.
Be careful.
There you go. Okay, heals you.
Gotta sharpen while I can.
Nice.
This one's gonna hit hard.
Get him.
Be careful.
I think you could charge that move. Oh, he's coming back. What happened? Oh no. This is bad.
That's a wrap. I'm gonna need some of your parts.
Oh, that boss ran away. I got some Lagombi plastron.
Put this to good use. Don't worry. I'm gonna need some of your parts.
Rip. Slain. The thick part. Time to cut it up. This is cool. All the weapons are pretty cool. You have to choose one eventually, like focus on one of them. It's hard to choose. $10 points for Gryffindor.
complete.
Crawl inside its mouth. Leonardo DiCaprio style. Hunting rewards. Carved pelt. Linguine plastroni. A shell piece. Some fangs. Alright. Alright. Not bad reward at all. Well, you don't have to focus on your one weapon. It gives you multiple quests you'll have to maintain, upkeep. Well, looks like you're racking up those notches in your hunting belt. Speaking of which, where's my belt? Laurie said he needs their help with something. That kid's normally the do-it-yourself type. So I guess he sees something in you.
Yeah.
Him and everyone else in Kumara, I'm sure. You've got something going on, Squirt. Don't go and disappoint him now. Well then, don't keep your boy waiting. Our boy. Who? Who are you talking about? This guy's going ham over here. What are those, clams or something? Oyster. I'm a Power Ranger. I don't know. I don't know who he was talking about. What's in here? Who are you? Housekeeping.
What can I do?
Well, now, if it's not you, what's up? Have any gear issue? When you're feeling light on defense, I recommend upgrading your armor. It'll boost its capabilities. Armor spheres are needed to upgrade armor, so if you have some burning a hole in your pocket, come see me.
See you again soon. Welcome.
Wait, this guy's different than the other guy?
New or an upgrade?
He has the same stuff, though. That's weird.
So what can I help you with?
New armor type. Interesting. Not sure. Okay.
Just tell me what you need.
Interesting, indeed. Oh,
Good luck
wow.
out there.
So what's the point of having another guy being here? Another armory guy, blacksmith. I guess whatever. It's whatever. This could be like our house. This is our house, I guess. It's his house, though. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with all this stuff in my bank. Ammo coatings. Keep that all in there. Multiplayer. Huts always had second smithy. Oh. Okay. Buddy board. This is the multiplayer. It's quite nice. It is. Very nice. Very nice. Cherry blossoms and all that. Alright, y'all. I think that's it. That's it for today.
Nice to meet you.
I'm pretty tired. I got this. I can do this. I can play this game. That bunny rabbit was nothing. That was like the toughest thing we had available. But we'll see. It's all about having fun, I guess. What is this game about? Having fun or something? Well. It was good. Alright, guys. It's been a pleasure.